Yeah, let me show you. Oh yeah.
We love to meet
Peter Dross. We love Peter Dross.
We love
Peter Dross. Oh yeah.
Peter Dross.
Can't wait to meet him. Oh yeah.
Alright, so today we're going to do 1, 2, 3 drawings here with glow markers on the plexiglass. By the way, it would be correct. Am I correct in saying that it would be totally ethically and morally deprived to just continually buy and return electronics from some store just for the purpose of peeling off the little plastic protective sheets they put on the front of various electronics, even appliances. Like, I think if you buy a new stove, like a stove, you know how stoves have those plastic on the, like, I might buy a new stove I'm saying I would be tempted to buy a new stove and have it delivered, peel the plastic off the front, and then off the front of the little display where you press the buttons and stuff, and then say that it was the wrong size or the wrong temperature or something. Return that sucker. Try it again next week. See how long they keep on delivering stoves, and see how long they'd, maybe eventually I would get blacklisted all across town. Don't deliver stoves to this guy. He only keeps them for a day. Anyways, here I'm using a piece of plexiglass, which the wonderful thing about plexiglass is when you usually buy it, it has pieces of plastic that you can peel off on both sides of it. It's a wonderful thing, and it was great to peel off. I don't think I can return it now, though. Maybe I can. I'm not sure how. I'm not going to return it now. I like that plexiglass. And the nice thing about these markers is they're wet erase markers, so I can keep on using the plexiglass for other things. These markers, I think, were maybe intended to be that when they dry, they're supposed to look like chalk. And I think maybe they're supposed to be used for making like those chalkboard menus and stuff at like little cafes and stuff where it looks like they were written in chalk, but really they used a marker, and then you can, squirt. I just squirt it with water. You can probably squirt it with some sort of dry erase solution or something, window cleaner. I don't know, but I just use water. It wipes off very easily, and it also dries very quickly. Oh, they're fun to use. I got a pack of them a long time ago. Someone sent me these, and 5 out of the 8 colors or something that came with them were blacklight reactants. So I was like, yeah, these are perfect to use with this plexiglass and a black light, and they glow and light up. Now, the first drawing I did here, you might notice that it's a little dimmer, not quite as bright and vibrant as the second two. I just didn't have it lit quite right. It's a little series of experimentation, and I figured out how to light the whole system better. I had everything jerry-rigged very weirdly, and I had lots of clamps involved and easels used in ways that easels were never intended to be used. Cameras propped and leaning, and anyways, the second 2 drawings I think turned out much better. And to be honest, the whole time I was doing these drawings, I wanted to stop almost prematurely. What I'm trying to say is I think almost my favorite part of the drawings was erasing them afterwards. Because I had this thing a little bit slanted, I could spritz the water on there, and it would just kind of, as soon as you spritz the water on there, the stuff loosens up a little bit because it was dry, and it loosens up, and then it starts dribbling down. And you can just see little drops and dribbles start dropping and dribbling, and then you can wipe it up and scribble it around. Anyways, it's very fun to erase them, knowing, and you're swirling it all around on the plexiglass, knowing that you're swirling around the remains of a once wonderful piece of art that you just spent. I don't know, maybe there's. When I was little, I wanted to be a demolition expert. There was a long stretch of my life, maybe like 5 to 9 years old, when if you asked me what I wanted to be when I grew up, I would have told you I wanted to be a demolitions expert. I don't think I really knew all that it takes and what that entails, but I just knew I liked things exploding and being destroyed. Wrecking balls were very interesting to me. Watching those videos of like implosions and stuff. When I was little, YouTube wasn't a thing, but there still were videos on the internet eventually. And I think I still remember when I saw my first building implosion on the internet. And it's burned vividly into my brain. I'm still say they don't. And anyways, so that's. I'm happy to be able to do that to my own art sometimes, especially. Like when they do building implosions, they're usually making room for something else. Especially when I do these, wipe away my own art from the plexiglass, I'm making room for another piece of art. And you're saying, but Peter, couldn't you just buy another piece of plexiglass and, for each new piece of art you want? Sure, it's a little bit more expensive, but look, Peter, you get to keep all the art. It's not that important. Plus, it's all being eternally. I've got video footage of it, right? I'm not really destroying it because it exists digitally still, and maybe it can exist physically again if someone takes a screenshot of the YouTube video and prints it, and prints it out on a piece of paper. Then once again, it exists in the physical world. Although I guess it exists in the physical world in the form of pixels on the screen. I don't know where the line between digital and physical is. Like I always say, I tell people I'm a digital artist because 90% of the people, probably 99% of the people that see my art, see it via a digital medium. Hardly anyone actually sees my drawings in person. So I consider myself a digital artist. Not what most people would consider a digital artist, but what I would consider a digital artist, mostly because it's a confusing thing to say, so I like saying it. I've gotten off track. I don't know what track I was supposed to be on. Are you guys are doing good? Today is the weekend, and it's 4 a.m. And, well, that's really about it. That's all I had to say. All right, goodbye, everybody.